A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant ruling on Wednesday, the U.S. Supreme Court has granted President Donald Trump the authority to fire 3 members of the Consumer Product Safety Commission, CPSC, who were appointed by former President Joe Biden. This decision marks another pivotal moment in the ongoing battle over the independence of federal regulatory agencies and the extent of presidential power. The justices' ruling came as they responded to an emergency appeal from the Trump administration, which sought to overturn a prior decision made by a Maryland-based federal judge, Matthew Maddox. Judge Maddox had ruled that the firings were unlawful, reinstating the 3 officials, Mary Boyle, Alexander Honceric, and Richard Trumka Jr. However, in a brief order, the Supreme Court's conservative majority sided with Trump, stating that the president has the right to remove agency officials without cause. This ruling has drawn sharp dissent from the court's liberal justices, including Elena Kagan, Sonia Sotomayor, and Ketanji Brown Jackson, who argued that the decision undermines the independence of the CPSC, a body established by Congress to operate free from political influence. Justice Kagan expressed concern that the majority's ruling allows the president to dismiss officials solely based on their political affiliation, thereby negating the bipartisan nature intended by Congress. This latest decision continues a trend observed in recent months, where the Supreme Court has increasingly sided with the Trump administration in disputes over executive power. Earlier this year, the court ruled in favor of Trump in a similar case involving the removal of labor board members, further establishing a precedent that could reshape the landscape of independent regulatory agencies. The implications of this ruling extend beyond the immediate case at hand, as it raises questions about the future independence of federal agencies and the balance of power between the executive branch and the judiciary. Proponents of the ruling argue that it reinforces the president's authority to lead the executive branch effectively, while critics warn that it sets a dangerous precedent that could erode the checks and balances designed to prevent political interference in regulatory oversight. As the Supreme Court continues to navigate these complex legal waters, the ramifications of this decision will likely reverberate throughout the political landscape, influencing how future administrations manage independent agencies. The ruling is expected to spark further debate and scrutiny regarding the extent of presidential power and the role of independent regulatory bodies in the federal government. With the Supreme Court firmly in the spotlight, observers will be watching closely to see how this decision shapes the future of governance in the United States. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.